Welcome back to evotarot. I'm going to be renaming it Luma's Light Tarot here pretty soon, so that's going to be kind of cool. We're going to start off with a past, present, future. We're going to anchor them in with some oracle. We're going to get all of our clarification cards, and then we're going to go into a part of the reading where it's high vibration, low vibration. This is going to be all of your identifiers for if you are high vibing or low vibing, and that will also help you with your placement in the read. Enjoy the tarot read. Let the cells in your body heat up with friction and feel those blind areas, okay? So we're going to get right into it. I have pre-shuffled all my decks. We'll be using some wonderful decks today. And yeah, I'm happy you can be here on the journey with me. Okay. I'd like to get some oracles to anchor out our general reading today. And there we go. I think I need one more. There it is. Okay. Okay. Our oracles, we are not going to take in reversal. So here we go. It does look like here in the past you were doing something that was, you were putting your needs before your wants. I think this person might be Irish or Celtic. This girl does have some markings of that. Her hair is auburn. This could be some of the gingers out there. It does look like she's been in a place for quite a while that almost like she's drank the potions and she forgot all about what she needs, because there's a snake here at her feet, and normally I would think, oh, this is so positive, right? You're putting your needs before your wants, you're aligning. It does look like you're at peace with this, but there are some things that are really looming around you, and I feel like maybe you've done that for far too long. Let me go and show you the card. There's that snake right down there. We are in the year of the snake. Maybe you've been hunkering down and things are going pretty well for you through this year. There's a rabbit, there's a fox, there's all kinds of animals going on. Purple, what does a purple ribbon mean? I think you should look up a purple ribbon. This could be definitely something that is happened here in the recent past, possibly this year, to do with a purple ribbon. And here in the present, it looks like you're standing tall. It looks like, you know, you went in and you've had some hard times, and now it's time for you to kind of do a little bit more for yourself. I really feel like this is doing more for yourself. This is that type of read. Instantly I got that feeling off of them, and I feel like there's something that's being interwoven into the fabric that's going on with you right now. I know you think that what happened to you, you might feel like maybe it aged you, or maybe you're going to feel a little older. Maybe you're going to feel something from that. But these are honestly like, it does look like if you look back to the last time of the year of the dragon, you could be a dragon, year of the dragon, during that time period. There's something that is presently maybe looping. I'd like to know, because I feel like we got a few different paths, and this standing tall could also be where we're branching off in the general read, and you're going to hear a few different storylines. Here in the future, we have walk with wings. There are lots of honeybees here in the future. This could be by next season, next spring. This could also be harvest. So once we kind of dig into it, let's go ahead and get into it with some regular Rider-Waite tarot. I'm just going to go ahead and cut my deck a few times. Just going to feel it. Here in the past, needs before wants, needs before wants. I feel like that's something almost shameful that you look back on, like you're like, why did I do that? You were forging the path for a new journey. You were fighting for it to, the King of Wands is reversed here. Why is our King of Wands reversed? These Empress reversed. Why is our Empress reversed? King of Wands and Empress reversed. Is this our unbalance coming out? Ace of Swords in reverse. Let's get down here. Let's get down to Chinatown. So something here in the community that you set off for in the past didn't reap the benefits that you wanted. it doesn't look like you're fighting for this anymore because we are dealing with the past here. It does look like maybe this was a business companion, a partner. It seemed to have left you with no truth. And that wheel honestly led to a transitioning time here in the past that was happening for you. More details, let's get nitty gritty. It does seem like there was something grown in with your money here and you were living very fluidly. Everybody's just waking up, realizing they're bad bitches all of a sudden, right? Yeah, and you had your self-worth and your goals, and it doesn't... Maybe one of these achievements here in the past left... Someone left and there was an end of the building of the future that you thought you had, because we have, you know, our marriage card reversed here and we got our strength reversed here. So something that happened in July, where you were working on it and it was reaping a benefit. You know, you really, is this inner or outer projection? This is going to be here's the story. There was a lack of a judgment. The judgment was not made rightly. There was something unjust or unfair that happened here that led to a lack of money within the community. Now, it doesn't look like... You might have looked for something charitable here in your past. Why am I stumbling all over? But it didn't happen. And I think you know you have all these accomplishments. Like, you know who you are, and you come from a line of people that are very grown in. So, you know, you had a falling out with your anxieties to do with over sexuality in the past. And it looks like it's, or a passion. Okay, so let's just talk about passion. I mean, I know the Ace of Wands, it always wants to bring it up, you know, but we don't have all the cards here to really signify that. But we do have the Lovers, you know. And it's something to do with your outer world in the environment in which you live in that makes you passionate. Yeah. So the offer that came in was very small. I don't even know. Honestly, it sounds like something where you met someone and maybe you got to know them and then all of a sudden you figured out that like things weren't what they were. But it wasn't just even about like emotionally. It was about something deeper. And I don't mean this as a pun, but maybe they just couldn't get deeper. I don't know. I think it's something to do with a sexuality call that was called. You know who you are sexually. Yes, Ace of Pentacles. You know who you are, but this could be something else. I mean, there's a lot of convoluted ass messages going on in here in the past, and I feel like that's an outer projection. Ooh, confirmation of what was going on in your mind. Like you were juggling things, your needs, your wants. There was an intense inner struggle. And it does show camaraderie and a person who is handing you a small flower, like a small gesture of a flower. And, you know, I remember when I've done that recently for someone. So this is like a weird, like, ooh, I'm learning something here. Thank you. So, and the Fool is reversed. So think about the energy of the Fool working against you. Think about if you were supposed to have a tower, but you didn't let it happen. Now, suppose here in the past you did. Was this a refuse? Okay, this was a juggling, and a refusal, a possibly a Capricorn, Aquarius, a person who is grounded, a person who spends a lot of time thinking. You were obviously juggled by someone here in the past, and you know, like with the it made you feel like the Empress in reverse. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so this presence came in dominating and literally made you feel less than. It took you and it flipped your little throne upside down, you know, and I feel like you're making gestures, like you're gesturing. I don't even know what this gesturing bullshit is. I don't even know where this came from. You got to explain this to me. Okay, so you're gesturing in a low money lifestyle that allows you to get away from the world, and you or someone around you was trying to steal that away here in the past. Yeah, dude, because remember, she came out upright, now she's reversed. So something came out in the past and it was literally trying to strip you of your fruitful well-being, but this is your victory. This was not justice for you, and that's the truth. There's the Ace of Swords. This was not justice for you here in the past. So I don't want you to think like I did something or something was wrong, or, you know, you really need to stay out of that negative self-talk. I've had a lot of self-talk being mentioned around me, and I really think the projections of what's going on is, you know, a way to know that you are being spiritually hated on is like someone will just start gaslighting you. Like, have you ever had somebody say something that's like completely asinine? Like, you're like, I know in my heart of hearts that like I have never, like, why am I being why are all these accusations or this fighting or these messages coming out that you're just like imagine if a wall was red, okay? And someone came up to you and they said, the wall is blue. And you'd be like, no, I see a red wall. Like, is everything okay? Like, the wall is red. And the person's like, no, it's fucking blue. The goddamn pen is blue. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what was going on here in the past. And that's totally the truth. Like, it's okay. It's okay that you temporarily put your wants and needs on hold and you gallivanted around and you were free-spirited and you were unencumbered and you had this time or place in your timeline where really so think back to when you didn't have anxiety, you didn't need the lover thing, you weren't hung up on any of that. Kind of go back to that part of the timeline before something came in and just literally obliterated the sun, everything you were working on, caused a bunch of confusion and deception, caused you to really stay still. Whatever this event is that caused you to really stay still, just know that that can no longer move forward. It can no longer move forward with you. So let's go ahead and go into the present. Let's get into our present. What are we dealing with presently? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's the truth. So I would say whoever this is generally listening to my reading is probably kind of on my similar timeline and dealing with water signs. It doesn't look like there's going to be a charitable offer coming in from this person because they're the wounded warrior, and here's our Seven of Cups. So whatever you came across that tried to get you is actually in a cycle of going through things right now where they're sampling cups. So whatever energy, person, place, thing, noun, let them go. Let the moments of celebration go. You don't need to be the last one there holding the fucking sword. You don't. Know when to roll them and know when to fold them. I had that come across as a message the other day from a person, and I listened. And here it's coming up again in my mind. So this King of Wands, it does look like you're seriously looking down on him from the Queen of Cups. Here, this King of Wands, and you're just like, motherfucker. Like, you don't even kind of like want to look at the cup that is being offered. You're like, nah, and this is the truth. Because here you are in your garden, like, god damn it, some little beautiful knight is going to come and be like, oh my god, here's my pentacle, and and boom, you probably won't want it. And that's just fine. Whatever it is, job offer, you're not going to cut it out. So what are you going to be doing with it? Oh, you're going to be gently holding it. It doesn't look like you're going to be opposed, but it does look like you are unbiased. Like you've entered a realm where it's like, I could care less. Like, you know, like Chingo Bling made this funny meme and he was like, you know, somebody's going around telling all these bitches that like, you know, they're that bitch and I think it's the devil. I think it's the devil whispering to all of them, you're that bitch. You can be that bitch, right? And so women have just gone crazy, right? We are not the devil. Just a message for anybody listening who's like, women are fucked up. Women are the devil. Stop fucking hating. Your card just came out reversed. Just because you don't have chains on something does not mean it is wrong or bad. It does look like there's going to be something coming in that's going to set you off on a new journey, and that's going to lead your cup running over. It does look like this little slow ass moving Knight of Cups here. It does look like they're kind of, you're throwing that shit to the wayside and you're going for the victory, and you're going to pick up your kiki bag and what you got of your emotions and your anxiety and your depression and all your shit. You're going to pick it up, and the Wheel of Fortune came out reversed, and you're gonna fucking die. All right, so you might have a literal death that is coming over you. We are in the month of August. Death is surrounding all of us. We're getting ready, you know, to come into the new fall season. Scorpio season is abound. But I want you, I just feel this message. Don't go fast. Don't move forward. Don't live in the delusionment that you're not going to get hurt, that it can't get you, that you don't believe in this or that, because you know what? We literally have the Ten of Swords with death right here. Okay, I want you to look at these cards. And we have the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune reverse. This shit in your present time, this shit right here is business. This is no joke. This is like the stuff that like demons are flying out of mirrors, you know, type shit. I would suggest grounding and not moving forward on anything very swiftly. Are you under spiritual attack right now, the person listening to this? No, your head is in the clouds, but you are hung up. You are kind of froze. You're not really making any offers. You might be gallivanting with friends, just having some lighthearted things. But here you are. You're gonna move fast, and you're gonna hurt yourself in the world. I have come across this recently in my life too. Don't do things at night. You know, things can be deceptive under the moonlight right now. We just exited retrograde. Like, I need you at home crying in your bed. Like, my lips are dry. I need you to stay at home crying in your bed, just riddled, because it's better than going out there under the moon and ending up fucking up what you're working on. Message about the present here, but stand tall in it. Here as we move forward in the walking